Hi you guys, this is Allison hanging out in my space to craft, and it is time for another page for my daughter's senior album. This is when she was working on her senior overalls, and then they do themes for football games on every Friday, and this particular week's theme was cowboys, and so, or Western, I guess, I don't know. And so she bought an inexpensive cowboy hat, and then we blinged it up. So her idea, she did about half of it, and then I finished up so we could get it done in time when she was at school. So I thought this would be cute to add to her album, just to show that she did some of this stuff herself. And I have this I Love Crafting collection kit from Echo Park. And so I thought, well, that's perfect. So let's take a look and see what might work from here. So these are all pretty muted colors. There's some pink in here and the silver, so I'm gonna highlight that. This would work, maybe if only for the icons. Let's see what Crafty and Happy. This is my happy place, might be cute. I don't really want to pull this red out, but I don't mind that. So there's definitely some things on here that might work. And then if you use one or two of these, you still have room to fussy cut out some icons. That's cute. Ew. This is kind of a browny black on here, so I don't love that with it. All right, that's probably a no. This floral is cute. Oh, look at those icons. I love those icons. I think those icons might be more fun than the other ones, actually. So I'll definitely cut a couple things from here. Really cute. I don't know what yet. So these are fun, just like repetitive patterns, little repetitive floral patterns. A work of art. I think there's a sticker for this, but I do like that. I'm going to use that for sure. All right. Ooh, I like these polka dots. I could do a circle-y theme. That's pretty cute. All right, I don't mind that. Oh, what's on the back side? I should check the back side too. Oh, some big ones. I always have trouble using these really big cut aparts unless you cut something out of them. Let's see, this one's cute. Might be a cute, yeah, that's not bad. And more really cute things that could be cut apart here. This is too busy for me for the page in general. Let's see. That's cute, but she doesn't do all of these things. I mean, she has started them, but That's really more for me. But I don't hate these. I'm gonna hold on to that one for something else, I think. There was some sewing involved, but not a ton. That's a real pretty background. But it's white, too many white backgrounds. Now this black is cute, but I don't love the black with this. The black looks good with this. I don't love it with this. I do love the stars. And that would make a cute background. Dilemmas, dilemmas. Ooh, this is pretty. I like that even better than the stars. And it's a pink background. Make life pretty. I like that better. Even these stand out on this. And then we have a diagonal stripe. Ooh, that might be a winner. I like that together a lot. What's on the back of the diagonal stripe? Words. I can forego the words, though I could. I could cut out a few of these words, depending on how I do this. But I like that diagonal stripe with this, and it has a black in it, so some of these things are cute. Some of these little flags are cute. So some fussy cutting potential there for those things. All right. Okay, decision time. And there's stickers. So I definitely like this. Oh no, work of heart is going on there. I could also do, if I wanted to pull out more black, this floral black background is pretty. So, all right, the question is, that is really cute, and I could use a lot of circly things. All right, let's clear the palette here. All right, option number 1. Very cute. Option number 2, I don't like that as well. Option number 3, I think maybe if I use this as background, that's a better option. So those 3 together, and then I don't need this, but I don't want to cut I need to be careful if I were to cut anything off of that. Okay, those are my papers. I don't have the ephemera that goes with this, so I will need to cut a few things out of paper. And let's see, they're already outlined in white. And then I'll find maybe some cardstock to double mat these. I'll probably keep them together because I don't mind that. And then I have room on here that I can cover it up with whatever. All right, let me go find a sketch and I'll be back. So here is the sketch that I found on Page Maps. I had printed a whole bunch of these to take on vacation with me just in case I'm having internet issues or something like that. So I'll have some sketches to look at. And there's one on here that it didn't have a frame, so I'm adding a frame and modifying the sketch a bit. But it did have two, I think the ones in the sketch were 3.5 by 3. These are close, a little bit bigger. And then it just has 2 blocks on the background page. So I'm adding the frame. So I have 4 pieces of paper here. The first one is just I think it's basil textured pink cardstock. And then I have a really thin piece of scrapbooking paper from a inexpensive paper pad that I bought, but the colors are perfect. So I'm going to trim out this piece of paper. I don't usually use the very large cut aparts. Sometimes I do cut images off them or something like that, but I'm just going to trim this. And the reason I trimmed it where I am, I didn't really measure it. I'm trimming it to get some full circles off of it so that I could have those to cut those circles out to use on another page or on this page. I wasn't sure if I was going to use it on this page or not. So I am really happy with that. I definitely want those colors going horizontally. And then I'm going to gut this. If you don't gut your frame paper, it's a really good way. And then you have that paper to use on that page for a photo mat or something, or on a different layout. So on this one, because I was cutting a pretty large center, I cut the frame at just over 1.5 inches in. So the gut job, so that each part of the frame is 1.5 inches, and that gives me plenty of space to adhere this down. I may have been able to go a little bit smaller, but I don't like cutting it close. I like to make sure that, there's plenty to adhere it to. I have also inked this dot paper or circle paper. I found this on the other side of what I gutted out, and I think it's the perfect title. So I had looked at some other things to use as titles, and they weren't very big. So I'm cutting this out, trying to optimize, making sure I get what I want out of it. But I'm not going to be able to cut it square. I'm going to have to fussy cut it because there's some things that they touch each other, the top part and the thing that says Crafty Girl. So I'm going to have to just fussy cut around that and then ink it to sort of hide that. So I'm starting now from the photos down to try and get the size of everything that looks right. Rather than taking measurements, I'm not just exactly duplicating that page map, and it doesn't really have dimensions on it anyway, except for the photos. So I'm just placing it where I like the look of it, and then figuring out what size I want to cut it. And I believe this one ends up 7.5 by 8. So 7.5 tall by 8 wide. I believe the one on the sketch was exactly square, probably 8 by 8, but I had so many other pretty papers that I also wanted to show and didn't want to cover them up completely. So I'm happier with this. And it helps me do it so that it's not all centered symmetrical, right? There's a little balancing of space, which gives your eye a chance to rest a little bit, I think, by having a plain cardstock and then a simple tone-on-tone design, because that background is so busy. So I'm really pleased with that. The photos end up being just below, centered vertically, and then just below center horizontally. So I've gone off and fussy cut a whole bunch of ephemera, some from some of the paper sheets that had images on them, some stickers I've pulled, and then I went into my binders and found some arts and craftsy, I think they're Vicky Bouton ephemera, like these little ink paint tubes. So it's a nice mix of cut aparts and some florals from the back of one of the papers that had florals on it. I'm adding this black journal because I want to add this black border to the side. The sketch had kind of a big scalloped edge there. I decided not to do the scallop, but I did want to add this black floral, just to add another little floral element and to bring out that black, because there is some black in that diagonal stripe. And then I'm inking everything in black, and so I think that helps tie everything together. And then I have black on both sides of the photographs. This says Sparkle and Shine. I think that might be from Chamel, that little piece of ephemera. Here's another ink. So now I just am deciding which elements I'm going to pop up, and I do fuss around a bit getting them exactly where I want them. I'm trying to often hide seams on things or open corners that overlap. It's nice to put a little piece of ephemera there to soften some of those things. So just trying to decide where I want this ink, and it ends up going down there below. So there is, in order to get this layered look, you do cover up a lot of things. So little things are poking out and not fully visible, but it makes for an abundant look. And our craft supplies are nothing if not abundant in our house. My daughter bought so many supplies for these projects. She went a little overboard. We have huge bottles of glitter in red, white, and blue. We have, because this cowboy hat was for red, white, and blue Americana night at the football game. And so she went with this sparkly hat and wore a red, white, and blue t-shirt. And she put paint handprints on her legs. So that page is coming up. I haven't done that page yet, but I have the photos. So that'll be part of her senior album as well. So normally she gets these great crafty ideas, and then she doesn't usually complete her craft projects. I did help her finish the hat just because she ran out of time. She didn't come up with the idea, I don't think, until Thursday or Wednesday, and the day before the football game, essentially. So I helped her, and my sister even came over and helped she was over visiting. I'm like, well, while we visit, I'm going to be gluing these gems onto this hat. And so she helped me. So here I have some stickers from the sticker sheet from the I Love Crafting page kit that all these papers came from. And I'm just adding 1 or 2 flowers in each embellishment cluster. There are some floral elements, like in the bottom it says made from the heart or something like that. And there's some floral elements on there. And then this rainbow just matched perfectly. It was the perfect colors for this page kit. I do like the colors in this page kit quite a bit. A couple pairs of scissors, paint brushes, just trying to find homes for everything. So just finishing those up, and next is enamel dots. I just switched this angle so that it was opposite from the other paintbrush. And there is a little bit of room. She could journal sort of down the side where it's a little bit wider, or underneath the photos if she wants to journal. She may choose not to. These are the Chamel Reasons to Smile enamel dots. You've seen me use them several times in several layouts, and I'm running out of them, and I love them, love them, love them so much. I love the color. I love they're a little transparent, and I have to order more. I just adore these enamel dots. I need to tell Chamel that the next time I'm watching her. So that's it for the page, and now we'll do a couple of close-ups. So please give this video a thumbs up and come back for more content. I will be starting my vacation photos that I've made all those page kits for in just a few days when I get on my ship. And enjoy. Thanks a lot for coming to my space to craft.